Okay.
Right.
So whenever you're ready, just say.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
Okay, hell yeah.
Yeah, you just say, hi, my name is.
All right. Hi, my name is Rico, and this is 60 Seconds.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No.
A lot of people make that mistake, though. Yeah. You just say, hi, my name is.
Oh, okay. Hi, my name is... Hold on. Hold on. Let me restart.
That wasn't natural.
That wasn't it. That wasn't natural, man. I gotta make it natural. Hi, my name is Rico.
Who is Rico?
Rico? Rico, I mean... I initially came up with a name because I always felt like I was doing dastardly things on the side. Like everybody thought I was like this really nice, friendly kind of guy. And I was younger, you know what I mean? I was making mistakes, doing stupid shit, man. I'm in Flint, dude, you know? Like I've done stuff, you know what I mean? Like I felt like there's this sort of like evil entity inside of me or something like that. It was like an alter ego, man. And so I christened myself that, man. So Rico is really just another part of me. It's another part of Rico. Rico Anthony. That's the real me. Rico is a side of me that comes out when I'm like, all right, I want to like just mess everybody's day up and just take some crazy stuff that makes them stay up at night. You know what I mean? That's the Rico comes out in art like that, man. That's what happens. Then I go back to Rico Anthony. I'm just pleasant. I'm just like, hello guys, how are you? You know,
your Slim Shady.
It's my Slim Shady. It's my Slim Shady, man.
That's exactly what I was thinking. What is the biggest difference between Montana and Flint?
So the biggest difference between Montana and Flint. There's a lot of differences. So the biggest one I'd say is moving from like an urban center into the mountains. I mean, the mountains are exactly like how you picture like an idyllic ski resort. You've got the like blonde chicks walking around with like the furry like raccoon hats, and you've got, you know, deer frolicking in the meadows and like just crazy mountain vistas. And, you know, coming from these cracked streets and pavements and abandoned homes and, you know, drug addicts and just like this sort of just negativity of the city. And I feel like it's not just Flint. You know, Flint has it bad, but there's other cities that have it just as bad, if not worse. You know, going out to rural, rustic areas is really like a breath of fresh air, man. I mean, it really is. So I mean, that's the biggest difference for sure. It's just moving from a city to it. I don't think Montana's the only place that will give you that experience, but yeah. Yeah.
I don't think it's the only one. Shit, you go fucking on the Upper Peninsula.
It's just like UP is, UP is like, you know, a pretty stark difference, man. And I mean, they have seasonal work just like that. Just like I've got out in Montana, out in like Alaskas and Maines and these other wild places that aren't, you know, this crazy ghetto urban center that we're in Flint. You know, so that's the biggest difference. Sure.
Which do you prefer between the two?
This is a tough question. So what do I prefer between Montana and Flint? Because they're such different entities, it's hard to say, you know, which one is better. I definitely like Montana more as far as the vibe goes. Like, I feel more confident. I feel more free. I feel like I can just run butt naked through the valleys. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, I just really feel, you know, free. I feel unjudged, you know? So I'd have to say Montana. But I could never live in a place so isolated like that, just long term. But just as far as the short term vibe goes, man, Montana all the way. Montana I prefer. You know, I don't feel like, you know, like just like oppressed by depression. I don't feel like I'm in sort of weird glass like cage that I'm in Flint, this weird imaginary cage. Just feel free, man. You know.
That's how it feels when you go to fucking Detroit even. You're like, God damn, like, wow, you guys got all this shit?
I'm in Detroit, like, bro, the whole world is here, man. I didn't even know, bro. You know? So going out to Montana is like a crazy shock of that same feeling, you know?
Montana is Detroit without skyscrapers.
Exactly, man. Montana is wild, man. Replace the hood niggas with bears, bro. And that's Montana.
Yeah. How much time do you spend editing your photos?
So I mean, it's variable. I've actually started spending more time. I spend more time editing my photos than I did in the past, for sure. So generally, I'll sit down and I'll have a set, and I might take between 1 and 3 hours, depending on if I'm using Photoshop, Lightroom, or a mixture of the two. But I like to spend a lot more time now thinking about what do I want to present with the edit. You know, I've already thought hard about what do I want to present with the image, what do I want to present from the model, the environment, these sort of things. This is already done. Now, what can these colors, what can this lighting do to really influence the feeling of the image? So I want to take more time on that. I want to not just say, oh, it looks good dark. Like, I want to, like, you know what I mean? I want to actually have some nuanced edits. I've been using color theory a lot lately. I've been trying to really make I've been really trying to spend some time on my pictures, man. So, you know, I'd say an hour to 3. Funny. Yeah.
Because that's like, oh, if I'm gonna pull the exposure down. God, dude,
exactly. Like, cool. You should just like slide all the sliders back and forth in 10 minutes and be like, yep, That's it. Not even do like a second take or a third take. Like, just forget the rough draft. Like, this is the one. This
the
is
thing is, people notice when you really fucking.
Yeah, when you take time, man. Because like there's things like clipping, you know, white and black clipping that you could do if you edit too intensely, or you know, you can have the saturation way up because you're just like, there's this blue object in this picture. I want to make that shit pop, and you know, you put your saturation way up, and all of a sudden it's going from popping to like, you know, kind of disintegrating because of the noise and things like that. So you know, or oversaturation in general. So you know, I mean, you just gotta take some time and really, you know, take a nuanced approach to your editing, and that's what I've been doing lately. So an hour to 3, I'd say, every time I sit down.
What's the longest time you spent editing a single photo?
All right, so there's one time when I was in Montana, because, you know, we're in Montana, right? In Montana in the winter, there is not a whole lot to do. If I'm not a skier, I'm not a snowboarder, so I'm just sitting in the house all day. And, you know, I tried masturbating, I tried playing video games, I tried watching TV, none of that shit was cool. So I just rolled a joint, hit that bitch. Oh shit, all right, let me edit some pictures. I sit there and edit pictures for like 7 hours, bro. Like, I'm high as fuck, just keep smoking. I got like 5 or 6 joints. I'm just like, oh shit. And that's when I came with some of the craziest stuff, and it'll flash across the screen just now, the craziest shit when I did on that high ass editing session. Was
that the when you did the blending with the face? Was that what that was?
Yes, that's exactly what
Look
it was.
Look at me, I'm a great interviewer.
You're great, yeah. So this is a great interview, man. You know what I mean? This is actually, let's look at Wyatt and see how great he is in this moment.
Look at me, man. I'm fucking great.
He's a great interviewer. But yeah, that was, I'll show you, it's this leaf picture right here that he's talking about. Yeah.
Man, go me. What is one thing you could not live without?
Let me think a little bit. This is a deep question, man. Well, actually, one thing I can't live without is my camera. I mean, I feel like it's a cliche response, but because of, I have some struggles with depression, you know what I mean? I really, and I know it's a thing that a lot of people are afflicted by. I've got it pretty bad, you know, and I try never to like let that defeat me. And the main thing that lets me, my sword, my Excalibur, if you will, is my camera. So losing that, you know, I lost it over the summer. I lost my camera, and it was almost like a hopeless feeling, like I don't have an outlet anymore. Like, what am I going to actually do with my life if I can't get a camera? Now, you beautiful people, I'm sure there's some of you at home that donated, and all kinds of people donated to my fund to buy a new camera. They $800 and all, and that was, and you know, that's not like a huge amount by like, just like, you know, but like for me, being from Flint and being like kind of in the beginning points of my career, you know, getting $800 from strangers in order for me to get my camera and you know, like my antidepressant, you know, and be able to get that for me, and I got it, and that was like the most elating, confidence building experience I've ever had, man.
Yeah, because that says people give a shit about you.
People give a shit about me. Like, you know, it's more than just people want to see my art. It's like people give a shit about me because my camera is me. You know what I mean? If I don't have that, then I have no outlet, and I'm gonna be, you know, in some basement somewhere fucking shooting up or killing myself or something, man. I need that camera, bro. It's my antidepressant. It's better than any medicine.
How'd you lose your camera?
How did I lose my camera? So if you listen to my previous installments of my vlog series or anything like that, you'll get the story of how I used my cracked screen to, you know, evade
Dude, that was
criminals.
One of my questions.
Yeah. So I used my
but I wanted you to tell that story again.
All right, so
that's a great story.
I couldn't tell you the exact moment that my camera originally broke. It must have been 3 or 4 years ago, man. When I think I was in an abandoned building or something, and some rubble fell, or I tripped, or something happened like that, and my LCD cracked. Okay, and I was like, you know, right when my LCD cracked, it's like, oh my god, this is the worst thing in the world. A couple weeks after that, you know, I'm like crying about my LCD being cracked. Like, oh man, I fucking suck. My shit's broken. I'm delivery driving for Jimmy John's, and I at this point in my life, and I went to a retirement home. It was like a retired / like slow people's home, so it was like, you know, a little bit mixed bag of all kinds of crazy people there. And you know, I delivered there all the fucking time. So I just jumped out of my car. I didn't take my keys out. It's like a delivery driver thing, which any delivery drivers do not do that. Again, so I took my keys out of my car, or I didn't take my keys out of my car, and I hopped out. And went and delivered the sandwich real freaky fast, run up, run down, walk back out, my car is gone, bro. My car is fucking gone. Like, like it's just like, where did it go? Hey, old lady, where did it go? And she's like, oh, that guy took it. I'm like, what the fuck, nigga? Are you kidding me? So fast forward a little bit, I find my car with the help of the police, man. Fuck the police, but you know, they helped me out in this situation, so I appreciate it. And I find my fucking car, and it's like ransacked. Like, everything is took. My phone's gone. Everything's gone. It's like crashed a little bit. There's throw up in the side, just like to add insult to injury. But the one thing that was there was my camera. My camera was still there, and it was because the LCD screen was cracked. Which is fucking, you know, a miracle, honestly, that I broke it. That I was so irresponsible. That
whoever stole your car looked at it, was like, this shit's trash.
This shit's trash. Yeah, they didn't take it to they wouldn't take it to a pawn shop, because if you took it to a pawn shop, they wouldn't buy it. You know what I mean? So it saved my ass. I still have.
If that fucking idiot would have tried turning it on.
Now, flash forward again, and I'm in Montana. I'm not in Flint, Michigan anymore. I don't have to worry about, like, human criminals. Like, that's not what I'm worried about in Montana at all. And I'm on the side of a cliff, okay? Taking pictures, and I'm doing some crazy shit, man. I'm, like, leaning over the side of it, you know, I mean, you're really getting the angle, like, oh, wow, yeah, work it, girl. This is great. And then, fucking, I kind of, like, tumble a little bit, and so I catch myself. Like, I almost, like, fell and, like, died off the side of a cliff. But my camera comes and just... that's what broke my fall. So again, my camera saved my life here, but at the same time, it completely got disintegrated in that moment where it saved my life. So I tried to cut it back on, and it worked a little bit for a while, but it didn't last. So so yeah, then it just broke. It clunked out. I'm not sure what's wrong with it. I still want to get it fixed, but I don't.
That crack turned into the fucking San Andreas fault.
Yeah, it turned into San Andreas. But it did save my life, man. So shouts out to that camera, man. Shouts out to that my Canon 6D. Now I have a Canon 6D Mark II with the help of the beautiful viewers at home.
You needed that upgrade, though.
Yeah, I needed the upgrade.
It was life telling you to upgrade.
It was the time. It was the time, man, for sure.
Let's see what happens if I always mess with the camera angle.
Just to switch it a little bit, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just to surprise them.
Yeah.
And then...
Do you have a particularly dramatic question you're going to ask me?
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Good point.
Because this is like a dramatic angle, right? This is an extremely dramatic angle.
Actually, this next question's pretty good. How much do you and Trish influence one another?
Me and Trish influence each other on levels deeper than standard relationship fare, I feel like. Because she's an artist as well, you know what I mean? She does collage art, she does painting. She's been buying like knickknacks from thrift stores and just painting them up. It's been crazy. She's gonna start selling those, by the way. She's making like clothing items and all this sort of stuff. And, you know, I'm taking pictures, I'm doing podcasts, I'm doing videos, I'm doing all this. So like really what it does, we keep each other motivated. We keep each other motivated constantly to keep going towards that goal, man. We were never normal. We're like two black people that in high school used to get made fun of because we liked anime, because we liked wearing black, because we liked white people shit, you know what I mean? So we've always been there for each other in the way that we're social outcasts, you know what I mean? So we're like there to constantly tell each other, no, you're cool, no, you're hot, you're still great. So like, you know, if I didn't have her on my side, I don't know what the hell I would do, man. I need her. Like I have this voice in my head that hates me, you know, and it's always talking and telling me how much you suck, this, that. If you ever watch BoJack Horseman, there's a good bit on there about it. And she's the one there that's telling that voice to shut up and be realistic. So and I think I do the same for her. So we're keeping each other confident, we're keeping each other motivated, we're keeping each other creative. We really influence each other deeply.
You remember the first picture you ever took?
Oh shit, man, I don't know. Yes, I do actually. I do remember the first picture I ever took. Shout out to my man Lotu. So I originally bought my camera because we were like taking like lots of cool pictures on our phones for Instagram, and we were kind of getting a little following going. We're like, oh shit, yeah, hell yeah. We're like kind of stylish. We're doing some aesthetic-y shit, you know? And so we're like, I was the only one with a job at the time. So we were like, you know, we need to upgrade to get a better camera. We need higher quality pictures. And I'm like, fine, fuck it, I'll get a camera. So we went to the Great Lakes Crossing, I think it was. And we went, and there's like some technology store there. I bought myself a Canon T5, that was what it was. It wasn't even the eye, it didn't even have the flip out screen. It was a T5. I didn't know what the fuck I was buying. I asked my like photographer friend. I wasn't a photographer at the time. I asked my photographer, like, hey man, what's the camera you got? You know, real slick like. And he's like, oh, this is a Canon T5. I'm like, oh, cool, word, hell yeah. I just wanted to write that down. You know what I mean? And so we go to the Great Lakes Crossing, we get this camera, man, pop in the SD card, pop in the battery row, immediately go out front, man. I take a picture of Man's Ali. He's like wearing like a white t-shirt and a chain and like these black pants and these black Chelsea boots, and he's standing in front of this rubble. And it was the very first picture I took, man, because we kind of continued what we were doing on the aesthetic stuff on Instagram. And so yeah, it was bad. It wasn't a good picture. Like, I seen what I was trying to go for at the time. It was kind of cool, but it wasn't really that cool. But still, that was the very first picture I took. It was some out the box stuff. The very first picture I took was not just a picture of somebody's face. It was a whole scene, and that's what I've been trying to continue on since I've started. You know, to varied success. But I'm really trying to create some cinematic shit, and I think I've been doing that since the beginning, and I'm just now tapping into that again.
Isn't it funny to look back at those phone pictures you took and think like, yeah, like at the time you thought that was working?
Dude, thought it was super good. Well, the main thing when I look back at the phone pictures is I was like, damn, I was a fuckboy. Like, like I was just nasty. Like, why was I like that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I'm like
I started with phone pictures.
Like a thoughtful, nuanced individual, but back then we were just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just light-skinned pictures and just like just that kind of bullshit. I was just like, God damn it, man. But you know what I mean? You start somewhere, bro. You start somewhere. You see Evil Rico now. It was not Evil Rico from before. I'll tell you that right now, man. Ooh. Anybody that was there in that era of my life, man, I'm different. Okay, I promise.
I've changed. I promise.
I've changed.
I'm not the man I used to be.
I'm not the man I used to be, man.
Shit. How blind are you?
How blind am I? Let's do it on a scale of 1 to 10. So if 10 being the most blind you could possibly be, I'm probably a 6. Now, which is kind of alarming because I take pictures, which is a visual art form. But okay, so I'm gonna provide a picture here for you guys. So there's gonna be a picture with Gaussian blur added on Photoshop, a Gaussian blur picture. So this is about exactly what I see if I'm not focusing. Yeah, I think it gives you a good idea of how much I can't see. So everything's just kind of blurry right now. And every time I get a pair of glasses or contacts or something and finally pop them in my eyes or put them in front of my eyes, it's just like, wow. You guys are fucking ugly, dude. Like I can't believe that, like when you see the details of somebody's face after just seeing a bunch of like blurred masses of skin, you're just like, God damn, y'all are ugly. Like, God, it feels like I just like, I don't know, man.
It's kind of a blessing in disguise.
It's a blessing in disguise, okay? Because but also could be a curse, man. You don't want to be at the wrong party, the wrong kind of drunk with the wrong girl, okay? That could happen, okay? Because I'm already blurry, man. Drugs is not gonna help it out.
Take a portrait of her and shit.
Oh shit, man.
How much do you think you've changed in the last year? Like since our first interview?
In the last year, I've changed quite a bit, man. I've actually. So I was watching Steven Universe, my favorite show in the world. Okay, but right now, Adventure Time is my favorite of all time. But Steven Universe is fucking amazing. All right, and they're talking about it's Steven's birthday, and Garnet's like, it's your birthday, whatever. And he's like, I don't really feel older. He's like, no, birthday is a time to celebrate how much you changed in a year. So I've thought about this a lot. I've changed immensely, and mostly in the ways of being more thoughtful, nuanced, and sort of friendly. I mean, being more realistic about things, being less posture, like more like kind of like having this facade of like, I'm just some sort of fierce, like I'm Evil Rico, man. I'm a fucking master. I'm Darth Vader. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just straight up, bro. Like, I'm taking control of your mind and like fucking make your body into a husk. Like, you know, just so serious about art for no reason. You know what I mean? And I'm not like that usually. I'm like lighthearted. You know what I mean? So it's just like why was I doing that? And I realized in my time in Montana, because people out there are a lot friendlier than Flint. That being loving and friendly and caring is like really like cool, and like people like you more if you are. So, you know, do that. Be
Your
nice.
surroundings become you, man.
Everybody be nice to everybody, okay? Please, Jesus fucking Christ, it works out for everybody. In the end, it works out for everybody. All right, stop being mean.
Maybe like, everybody just needs to go to Montana.
Yeah, bro, get a breath of fresh air, man. Montana will do it.
Shit. What made you quit rap?
What made me quit rap? I didn't start rap, boy.
I know you made a rap song, dude.
Oh, wait a second. Am I getting exposed right now?
I know you made a rap song. I know you did. You know who showed me? Fucking Toby.
Toby showed you the song?
He did. He was like, boy, he would not want you to know this, but listen to this shit.
Oh my God. Toby, you out of you fucking bastard. All right, man. Bro, like, can we play this song over here real quick?
If I could fucking
I got you. We have it, the song, bro. We have the song, man. Like, we're gonna play the song real quick, man. At least the last, like, coda of it, man. God damn it, bro. It's terrible, bro. What I used to do was freestyle with my friends. We used to get really stoned in my van, and it was a Montana. It was a Pontiac, Montana. We used to get super stoned, like, all through high school, and that was our hot box, like, mission, destination. Well, also because I was the only one with a car. So, like, you know what I mean? It wasn't really just about the van, but it was the Montana van. And the only line I remember is at the very end of the song, bro. I just shout out the Montana. Like, we getting high. I can't remember what he said. Something about we in the Montana van, man. It was just crazy.
You shouted out Montana.
Because I shouted out because then it's like a weird foreshadow where I go to Montana later in life. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. We got to play the track. We're going to let y'all hear that shit a little bit, man. Just like at least one line of it.
Track preview. What was your rap name? Did you have one? Do you remember what it was?
Let me think. Was it?
You probably had one, dude.
What was it? I did have one, man. I can't think of what it was. All right, I know my character on Skyrim was Thundercock Soul Puncher. So I think in freestyles they featured me as Thundercock Soul Puncher. Like, no joke. That was not. I made that shit up off the.
Should have kept that shit.
I should have kept it, bro. That should have been my fucking. Bro, Thundercock Soul Puncher is so much better than Evil Rico, man.
It's bold.
It's bold.
People hear that and they're like, who the fuck is this?
No,
guy?
It was Rico Revolutionary. That was my official rap name. It was Rico Revolutionary because I was really into like black nationalism. So I kind of that was my thing.
That ain't bad, honestly.
Yeah, it wasn't.
That works.
It wasn't too bad, man. But you know what I mean. I have to encompass my whole self, man. I feel like Evil Rico does that a little bit more than any other name I've ever had. Especially Thundercock Soul Puncher might encompass my vibe too.
That's fire.
Yep.
Do you do self-portraits?
Do I do self-portraits? From time to time, but actually I like to have Trish take pictures. I like her to be involved in the creative process a lot. I'm trying to get into them more. So you might see some in this winter self-portraits. You might see some new self-portraits from evilrico this winter. I just got a remote shutter. I just have a new flash. I think I'm ready. I'm prepared to do that because I want to explore what I can do with just myself without having another person there to cooperate with, like just to be just Rico, see what really comes out, like the kind of vulnerability I can present via self-portrait. So I haven't done many, but mark my words, I will.
What made you more comfortable with having pictures of yourself being taken? Because I know you weren't into that shit before.
Pictures of myself?
Yeah, because I know like you used to, like you posted something fucking a year ago, some shit, and it was like the first portrait of you ever. Yeah. And you were saying how, like, you know, it was, I don't know, you were saying something about how you were trying to get more comfortable with that shit.
Well, see, so the main thing is before I went to Montana, I was really, so it's, the reason I became more comfortable with self-portraits is I went to Montana and I got more confident in myself. I got more comfortable in my body. I mean, starving, being homeless and broke and that kind of stuff makes you slimmer, right? So like I was slimmer and I was in like this crazy ass altitude, you know, so I got really slim and I realized that it didn't matter about, you know what I mean? I'm big, I'm small. I'm trying to put across that you're beautiful no matter what, and yet I'm not seeing myself as beautiful no matter what. So really the main game changer for me that made me more comfortable getting my portrait taken was getting a little bit of confidence and putting things in perspective, making things realistic. Like yeah, I have imperfections. Yeah, I have zits. Yeah, I'm fat. Not really, but you know, yeah, I've got you know, some extra fat on myself, and yeah, I've got skin blemishes and cuts and blisters and all kinds of shit. But it's okay because we all fucking do, man. We all have all that shit. You know what I mean? So it's all right to put that out, and if you put that out, you're stronger for it. You know, so confidence is key, man. Confidence is key when you go to anything, and confidence is not just this thing that just comes shooting in your body. It's something that you reach via logic and reasoning and self-reflection.
And I think it's also just fucking, you know, like you said, it's understanding that everyone has these flaws. And I think honestly, everyone being more honest about that shit comes across as more genuine to people.
Right, real shit.
As long as you can fucking not worry about that shit all the time.
So my main thesis of all my work is I just want to show you can be beautiful no matter who you are. You know, you can be beautiful no matter what lighting you're in, no matter what angle I've got you in, no matter what. Like everybody is beautiful. Everyone is beautiful, and I want to show the world that. I want to, you know, I don't want to shoot these Vogue blonde curvy models. I mean, they're beautiful too. I'll get some pictures of them as well. But I'm saying that they're just as beautiful as anybody else's body shape. You know what I mean? Beauty is objective in the human form, but subjective, I guess, as far as attraction goes. You know, and attraction is not what we're doing in photography. That's not the point. The point here is to capture somebody's essence, to capture somebody on film, and be able to show other people that.
Good shit. You're right. That's some good shit right there. He's telling us facts. What's your favorite photo of this year, of 2019?
My favorite photo of this year is this one. It's a picture I have of my friend Autumn that I met out in Montana, man. Shout out to her, bro. She give me like the meanest coffee in the morning, bro. She makes a mean cup of joe. But she so I found out just one day I was like, man, we should take some pictures. So we did. And we took pictures out in this field in Montana with the mountains in the background. At about nighttime. It was about nighttime. And I had my friend flash light on her face. My friend Maddie. Shout out to her too. She's a crazy, awesome artist. Here's her handle. She shined the light on Autumn's face, and it looked like the crescent moon when I took the picture because it was so bright in comparison to everything else. So I overlaid a moon and some stars over that, and it turned into my favorite composition of all time. Honestly, it really did. So yeah, it's a good picture. I don't know what I'll call it yet. I'll give it a name post this thing. I think.
You'll name the photo.
Yeah, I'll name the photo.
Do you name your pictures normally?
Not normally. Not unless I'm about to like put some forward, because I think of my work as more of like an organic sort of body, like, you know what I mean? It's all together. It's not like this piece and this piece and this piece and this piece. Mm-hmm. They're all together. I want to make my own world, a world that is our own.
I like to think of it different. Like I like to think of creating art as building a mountain. Like you're always adding to that mountain, and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah. And one day it's gonna be like it never is a fucking like you I don't know. It's like with music, with photography, with video. That's why I like doing all the different shit, because it's all adding to that mountain. Yeah, and it's all becoming something bigger than what the singular thing is. Yep.
Yeah, straight up.
Shit. What do you love most about photography?
What I love most about what I love most about photography is the time I get to spend with people that I wouldn't normally spend time. Like let me restart that whole thing, okay, guys? I'm sorry. My favorite thing about photography is being able to spend time with people that I wouldn't normally get to spend time with. I mean, basically, you're hanging out for an hour. I mean, give or take, if you're booking me, we're hanging out for an hour. We're talking, we're chatting, we're talking about our interests, we're exploring some crazy place together. We're having a good time, you know, and that's what I really like, because I'm a little introverted sometimes. I mean, I definitely know how to talk, but I don't necessarily always want to talk. So like the photography gives me a medium, like a form, like a time to go talk and hang out with people I would not hang out with on my normal like day-to-day schedule. So, you know, people, that's my favorite part of photography, man. It'll always be my favorite, and that's why I take so many portraits, because people are beautiful.
That's why I love interviews, man.
Yeah. You get to hang
I'm
out
always chilling with people. That's what I'm always doing.
Hang out with new people, bro. That's awesome, dude. You get to do that shit all the time and have like a purpose too. It's not like we're just gonna sit around and like kind of like make our lives, like degrade our lives by drinking or like doing blow or like smoking pot or some shit. You know what I mean? We're actually, you know, doing something productive and hanging out, man. I love it.
Feels good.
Yeah, it feels good. It
feels
good after,
organic.
It feels organic and satisfying at the end of the day, you know, hanging out with people and making art together, man. It's great.
Why do you wish you lived in 1973?
Why do I wish I lived? So you took that from my bio?
Yeah.
From my bio? Okay.
Because I was like, that's a particular.
Why do I wish that is a very specific year. Well, so the main reason I picked 1973 is because it fucking rhymed with the line preceding it. But that's the main reason I picked that particular year. That's what. But so I always say my favorite time in American history, culture, anything. Like, I mean, any way you could look at American life, my favorite time was from 1968 until 1975. That is my favorite time period. I mean, music, movies, people, fashion, fucking events. I mean, the civil rights movement, the fucking Vietnam War, we're all getting disillusioned, dude. 1968 to 1975 is the shit, man. There's so much good music, so much good media from that time frame. So, yeah. So I guess I just picked 1973 because it fell inside that time frame. I mean, that...
And it rhymed.
And it rhymed. And... you know, because I can't really even think of an event from 1973 that I like.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
It's just think of a specific fucking thing.
It rhymed
in that year.
and it fit inside of my time range, so I put that on there. That's why.
It made sense to me.
Yeah, it made sense, dude. Bro, I'm an artist, bro. Don't ask these questions. God, man.
You're getting too deep, man. It's not that deep.
It's not that deep, bro.
How to contact you? If I wanted to fucking get some shit from you, how do I contact you? What's the best way?
How would you the best way to contact me, no doubt, would be to text me at my phone number 810-282-7529. Now, another very positive way, because I spend a lot of fucking time on Instagram, okay, is my Instagram, Rico is Evil. I mean, give that one a follow for sure. That's you know, that's, if you DM'd me on there, man, I'm responding within the day. That's not even a problem. Then third will be my email, which is ricoanthonyvisuals@gmail.com. Those are the three best ways to get a hold of me. So you asked for one, I gave you three, okay? You can get, so don't say you couldn't get a hold of me, okay? I gave you three fucking options.
And this boy responds, too.
Yeah, and I respond,
He won't leave you on red.
I will not leave you on red. I'll leave you on delivered, and then I'll respond when I'm ready.
Yeah, right.
Wait, hold on. There was this guy then, like, all right, so I was texting this model, like, we're gonna do this, or it was a client. It wasn't it wasn't like a model, it was a client. And she was like, we're talking about the shoot. I'm like, yeah, you should wear some lingerie, you know what I mean? Something hot, some like, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of like revealing, because we were doing something that was like emotionally revealing, so I wanted it to be physically revealing as well. And her mans comes on there like, hey, where you at? Pull up, man. I'm about to fuck you up. I'm like, bro. He's like, drop your location, man. I was trying to tell him to chill out. He's like, drop your location, man. No, I'm about to fuck you up right now. I was like, all right, bro, I'm gonna drop my location. I'm in Montana and shit like that. He in Michigan. Like, it's like here's the best way to travel, bro. It'll take you 23 hours, man, but I'm waiting.
Google Maps that shit.
Yeah, Google Maps that shit, boy, because you can pull up if you want, man. I'm out there in the mountains, man.
What is next for Evil Rico?
Next for Evil Rico is I have a new podcast called The Mind of Evil, tentatively, and that should be cool. It's gonna be basically this sort of thing, me talking, man. If you like listening to me talk here, you'll like listening to me talk there. So keep an eye out for that. I'm going to work on a new photo series with my best friend Imagine, my BFF forever. We're gonna make some great shit. And I'm about to head back out to Montana. So I mean, you'll expect to see mountain stuff, expect to see animals, expect to see snow, expect to see fun. You know what I mean? I mean, that's the next chapter, man. The podcast thing for sure. As far as major things, the podcast. My website will be up and running. I'll be starting selling prints. I have enough landscapes now that I feel like, you know, people actually buy my shit. You know, before I was like, oh no, man, I don't think they want to buy my stuff.
But now this random picture of this random person.
The random person, yeah, exactly. They don't want this random person on the wall. So I've got a lot more landscape stuff. So keep an eye out for that.
I think your stylized photos would probably be good for prints too.
Yeah,
just like the complex edits and shit.
Yeah.
Because it's more moody. It's less about a portrait and more about what you're trying to represent.
Exactly. So keep an eye out for my prints, my fucking podcast, and my photo series and my BFF Imagine. We're gonna make some crazy stuff. Okay.
And then last question. This is the last one. I ask everybody this question because it's always a good one. You got any advice for the kids at home? You got any advice for any aspiring photographers or creators or any shit? What could you tell them?
Okay.
With your wisdom?
So, the thing I've been telling myself since the jump, man, I kind of made this shit up, which I'm proud of, is persistency and consistency are the key. So it's like, you have to keep going. Perseverance. Like, you fail, you get right back up, man. You fucking, you post a picture, it gets 2 fucking likes, you post another one, bro. Like, you don't worry about that shit, bro. You got to persevere through all of that stuff. That's how you get the reverse. You don't just get the stuff dropped in your lap, man. You have to push through. You have to succeed. You know what I mean? That's the only way you're going to succeed. And being consistent. Keep doing stuff. You don't post one picture every 6 months. Post one song every 6 months. You post a picture a day, a picture a week. You know what I mean? I mean, a picture a day is the best. But I mean, if you can't do that, a picture a week, a track a week, man, that's what you have to do is consistency, persistency. Never let up and never give up. That's it.
All you got to say now is those magic words. This has been 60 Seconds with Evil Rico.
And this has been 60 Seconds with Evil Rico.